Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another casted game, and we're doing it live. So we have chats. Chat's right here. No, awkward. Chat's right here. We are donning the vest today because, of course, it is, for me, it's game update day. It was yesterday, but it's now for me today because I couldn't play it yesterday. Whatever. We have Gimmick here on the sort of right side of the map playing as the Incans in the blue. And, of course, we have big boy Julian here playing as the Brits in the red. So
before we go any further, this video is sponsored by Free Food Party, a hustling and bustling Discord server of over 500 members serving the Age of Empires 3 community with not only strategy and civ guides, but regular cash events with some of the best players in the game streamed on their own Twitch channel. It doesn't stop there. They have recently released their own standalone website packed with live leaderboard statistics, live games being played, a tier list maker, and links to the latest content from other creators. I'm sure there's going to be much more added to this fantastic site, and I wish them all the best. These guys are truly committed to providing you with the best AoE 3 content around, so tuck in and gorge on as much as you like. Links to all their socials in the description below. Let's get back to the video.
a few changes with both of these civs, and I've got it right here in front of me. So Inca, a few changes for Inca. The Chasquays now inflict 5 times bonus damage to mercenaries. So the Chasquays are units that you get every age up. They're like a scouting unit. And I believe you can actually train these units because they are a native kind of scout. I believe you can train them definitely from the TC or from the native embassy, I believe. So they are going to be really crucial against mercenaries. So a lot of native civs now have the capability of dealing with mercenaries, which is really, really nice. So we also have the Chimu Runner. It's not as good now against artillery. So before they were very good against artillery. They got great pathing, of course. They can get to artillery nicely, but they're not going to be as effective now. So rather than 1.5, it's now down to 1.2 for them. However, the Harakas or Harachas, however you want to call them, the artillery kind of unit in Age 3, they are now super good against artillery. They have better range. However, they're not as good against cav or infantry as much, which is fair. So watch out, Harakas are deadly against artillery, and yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know. We can see Gimmick is going to be going for 3 villagers here. This is his 1v1 deck. This is very similar to mine. However, this is unusual. I probably wouldn't advise this, the 4 fattened llamas. I wouldn't advise this. Kind of an unusual card, to be honest. I've seen him going for it, but honestly, you could probably swap that out for maybe a spearman shipment or a Chimu shipment. Really, what you kind of want to do is go 3 vil, and then you can go War Hut immediately first, or you can go War Hut, you can go 5 vil, and then you can kind of go into Ginger Brewing if you want to. Anyway, we have Julian on the left-hand side here playing as the Brits. Now, the Brits, I'm just going to quickly drop straight out. Here we are, the Brits. 3 settlers are now back in for Age 1. You can see here, he has an Age 1 water deck. 3 villagers are here. However, 5 villagers are now not present in Age 2, so you don't get 5 villagers anymore. And there's a few other changes. There's some Age 4. There's the Black Watch, which is the Glorious Revolution. Now also grants Highlander HP regeneration, 3 line of sight and 1 range, enables Highlanders in taverns, so you can go for a Black Watch Revolution. There's Thin Red Line, Glorious Revolution as well. And the Redcoats in Age 4 apparently has been slightly reduced. The upgrade there, the unique musketeer upgrade, and the damage has been increased, however, in Age 4. So there we go. We don't have those in Age 4 at all, so really just the villager change. And also, yeah, the Redcoats look different now, the visuals. And I think also the Explorer looks different, I believe. Yeah, Explorers have had like a reskin, and they have unique things to them as well. And I can't remember what exactly it is for the Brits. But anyway, let's have a quick look at Gimmick here. Gimmick is going to be going up with the Elder here, which is the one that allows you to do the forest ceremony or the wood ceremony, which is when you build the community plaza, you put your llama on it, and then it gives you a juicy wood trickle, which is very, very good for canchers. And we can see actually that Gimmick has actually gone for a TP. So he went for a cancher and a TP. Most people go double cancher just because it helps you get up into the next stage quicker. It gives you a good amount of build XP. You get 34 build XP. I don't know how much you get for this. 50 build XP. Okay, maybe it's more. But normally it's double cancher. But we're seeing a cancher and a TP. So we can see now 75 coin is actually going to be going here. Julian just nicely allowing Gimmick here to grab that 75 coin. Julian has now also just gone up, and we can see the first card coming in for Gimmick is going to be 2 War Huts. And Julian here on the age up going immediately for 700 wood, and he's going for the governor. So he's got his outpost and his coin, and he's securing this gold here on the right, which is quite nice. So there we go. We could see that coming in. So what we're going to be seeing first, Musketeers, I imagine. Next card available. What is it going to be? It is going to be 600 wood. So before, normally you go 700 wood, 5 vil, 600 wood. We don't have the 5 vil anymore. Some people have said to put in spice trade. So go 700 wood spice trade, then 600 wood, and that gives you that extra economy. I don't know what's better. All that I know is you're going to get your 600 wood a lot earlier. Means you're probably going to be able to build your houses quicker. But yeah, the Explorers, yes, the Explorer for the Brits has +1 range and +2 line of sight. Very nice. Let's have a look quick at Gimmick here. Yes, look, he's gone for the wood ceremony or forest ceremony, whatever you want to call it. It's getting you 1.05 wood a second. And we can see 5 vils is now coming in for Inca. So Inca has their 5 vils. Don't worry about that. And I imagine after this, normally Chincha Brewing is a nice one to go for. After you kind of got 2 cards in H2, then your third one in H2 tends to be Chincha. We are going to see what Gimmick does. He is a returning player. I actually forgot to mention that. He is a returning player back to Age of Empires 3. So let's give him a round of applause. Come on, let's give him a round. He's come back. He's come back like Brand Boy. We're going to give him a round of applause, don't worry. There it is. There it is. There it is. Gimmick coming back, which is always nice to see. And we're definitely going to give him a promo on this, 100%. He definitely deserves it. He's still learning. And he is a Lakota enjoyer like myself, which is always nice. Okay, let's have a quick look at Julian here. He is going to be immediate. He does like the wall up. He's going to be walling up on this left side here for his hunts. And he's going now in for Gangsaw and immediately going in for 700 coin now behind his wood. So 700 coin, probably you could, if you maybe wanted to, you probably could go for age 3, but he's definitely going to be using that coin to be producing musketeers, I would imagine. It all depends whether he trains more musketeers here. If he is, then if he's going to train more musketeers, he's staying in age 2. If he doesn't, he's probably going to stay age 3. No, looks like he's probably going to be going age 3. He's walling up. He's gathering his coin and his food. He is on the age up. So he's kind of gone for a semi-FF. Let's have a look at Gimmick here. We do see a little bit of... that is the Chasquet going down, unfortunately. So the musketeers doing a good job there. Dispatching the musketeer. And now what are we seeing? We are seeing just more canchers. We have now maxed canchers, which is nice. Starting to get some of the market upgrades in. I would recommend, yeah, to get the market a little bit later. You don't have to get it super early with the Incans. And another card is available, and now he's going with the 700 coins. So, as I say, you can do the semi-FF with Inca. You can play H2 with Inca. You can FF with Inca. I'm not a huge fan of it. I do like the semi-FF here, where we're going for the 700 coin. You can, you have such great food gather with the canchers. It makes, the age up quite easy if you're not getting pressured. So, it looks like we have, a semi-FF gang in the house here. We've got double semi-FF happening. And looks like he's going to be grabbing the 120 XP treasure here for Gimmick. Very, very nice. And he, Julian's gone for the water, and he hasn't actually put anything just yet on the water. He is going to be aging up with the Admiral of the Ocean Sea, which is going to give him 2 caravels, I believe, on the water. If I believe that is correct. And he's going to be going for double musketeers. There they are. And he's holding that card there. I think 8 villagers is nice when you get into age 3. Unless you're under super pressure, I probably would recommend the 8 villagers. I mean, 8 villagers, that's a great card, right? And Gimmick here has a lot of unit cards here and has got the Cloud Warriors here. This is a really nice card now that it's in age 3 because there has been universal upgrades to stealth units. So stealth units can now move a lot faster, which means Cloud Warriors moving from age 4 to age 3 means, I think, that it's a given. Chimu Run is in stealth. Can we talk about that? How crazy that would be, especially if your opponent does not have his Explorer up. Remember, Explorers can reveal stealth units. And also villagers, yeah, of course. But you've got to be careful because if you're in range of the TC or if you're in range of an outpost, the Chimus can get spotted. But I know what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. Great for grabbing villagers and stuff like that. So that Stealth Cloud Warriors there is definitely a good later Age 3 card. But he is going to be going in for the 7 Harakas here. I say Harakas is actually a really good choice, especially against civs that have artillery. And we can see here now Julian is coming down with his caravel that he got from the Admiral Age Up. I think you just get 1 caravel. And he's going to be using that to take down the plaza here. So he's going to be being a nuisance down here. And now we can see, you know, it's very relaxed, very, very relaxed with Inca. It's nice. It's a very kind of straightforward, easy to sort of understand native civ. Out of the 4 native civs that we have, I would definitely say if you want to play natives and you want to learn natives first, I would recommend going for the Incans because the Cancha, providing the trickle, really helps with macro. It's a relatively straightforward opening. It's not too tricky. The only tricky thing is just trying to, you know, get the right composition, the army composition. But apart from that, it's pretty good. Julian here. Julian. Now going for 2 Falconets. And he's going for the Vet Musk upgrade here. He's not actually on water at all. So he's gone for the water deck. But it's only anti-water. There is no real water eco cards here. So he's just gone for that just in case he does see anything on water. But there is nothing from the Incan player. And Gimmick here has these Harachas. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, my days. Oh, the Harachas, man. You don't want to mess with them, I tell you. 7 Harachas can easily take down 3 Falconets, I would say, before they're completely destroyed. Like the Harachas are nuts, man. You got to watch out. Like in the blink of an eye, your Falconets are dead. You know, you think Arrow Knights are a problem with Aztec. My God, Harakas are the ultimate here. A great trade indeed. Only 3 Harakas went down there against 2 whole Falconets. So Gimmick looking pretty good here. And he's going to start to harass here. We can see the range and the changes here. 23 range, as I mentioned. 2.5 times against artillery. Very, very dangerous. And he's going to start to work on the town, on the gate here. And the Jungle Bowman doing a great job. Just really trying to put back the Longbowman. Yes, the walls and longbow is very, very good. It's a potent combination with the Brits. And we can see now, yes, Julian is going for the +4 range to his Longbowman. So now doing 26 range against only 17 from the Jungle Bowman. So, you know, Julian has great poke ability now. He's got his walls up. He can just sort of poke and do what he wants. The Harachas don't even have that level of range. They only have 23, whereas the Longbowman has 26. So a huge, huge difference here. And we're going to be seeing this in action. He is now going to be going for Bolus Warriors. Bolus Warriors, they, I think, are the only unit that has ranged snare ability. So slowing your units down. So all melee units snare pretty much. So when they hit you, they, you know, you slow down. You get sort of mini stunned. Not stunned, but you get kind of slowed down. That is the snare. Bolus Warriors do that ranged. So they're kind of crazy. And they are going to be very good against cavalry. Very, very good. So he is getting those. Even though he doesn't see any cavalry, he's immediately going for that. We can see Gimmick's vision here. He is got these 2 hunts locked down here. So that is really unfortunate for Julian. He could go on the water, though. That is an option. Probably is going to need to be an option soon because the Brits do not do well with being starved of food. They really need that good food consumption. And you can see here Julian going for the walls. We are walling up, baby. It is on. What kind of map is this? I couldn't tell you, but it is one of my favorites, but I don't even know what it's called. I'm sure there's people in chat. I'm terrible with map names, guys. I'm terrible. I'm absolutely terrible with it. So I'm sure there's someone in chat that does know the name of this map. Julian here. I keep saying Julian because I've been in Sweden. J is like a U in Sweden. So it's Julian. I keep saying Julian. But this is Gimmick, sorry, going for Bolus Warriors now. And we can see double crossbows are now in with that extra range. that is going to be Julian's way out here. And also remember now, you know, skirmishers are actually more effective against shock infantry and cavalry. There has been a revert on the kind of nerf to skirmishers. So skirmishers do a little bit more damage now than they did in the previous patch. So obviously, you know, heavy cav and shock infantry, you know, are the natural counter against, you know, archers, skirmishers and stuff like that. Of course they are. But they have more of a chance now. So the skirms and archers have a little bit more of a chance. So we can see Julian pushing out here. He's got 2 more Falcons. Hopefully he doesn't lose those to the Harachas. I don't know if there are any Harachas or Harakas around. What's he got here? No, he's got a lot of units though. Gimmick has really stacked up on his Chimus. And we can see he's got so much food. Look at that. Only 2 people, 2 villagers on food. And he's still got 1,000 food in the bank. It just shows you the power of the Kancha. And he can still build another Kancha. He's got another one he can build. And yeah, he's pretty much nearly maxed already. So, you know, looking really good on 46 fills, but he has got his Kanchas. I mean, there's such a mass here. This is going to be rough for Julian here. He's going to continue to just keep walling, pushing and walling, pushing and walling. And we're going to see how this works out. But the Chimus can easily get through here and really clear up a lot of bowmen. There are a lot of musketeers. 4 Falcons now coming out. And yes, Gimmick is now going for the Harakas. That's probably the best bet to be going for here. And another Falcon is on the way. And I don't know whether or not Gimmick is going to wait for the Harakas. I don't think he is. He's just going to get... There they are, though, popping out. Are the Harakas going to be able to do some serious damage? The Chimu's just going to get straight in on the front line here. And these Harakas really need to sort themselves out. And they need to get into play. We're going to be seeing the Falconets going down one by one. Look at the Chimu front line. It's starting to wane a little bit. But the Harakas here doing serious damage. And there's pretty much only 1 Falconet left. There it is. And that's going to get taken out. All the Falcons have now gone, and it's just bowman Haraka time now with the Bolus Warriors in there as well. They're going to be doing some snaring on those units. You can see the snaring happening, and they got to get out of there. So a good trade overall for Gimmick. I probably would have waited just a little bit for those Harakas to come out to get into position before jamming the Chimus in there, but he just jammed them in, and he seemed to do okay. So we do now see the Falcons here, but look at all the Harakas, man. Very, very scary. He did actually switch to the attack dance here. He's got some Vils on the attack dance. That's doing 8.6% extra damage. All of his units. Groy, thank you very much for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream. And you can see here, the Harakas are just going to slowly move forward. They do not care. They're in sight. Targets are on. And there goes another Falconet. And it's going to be another one. I think he's willing to sacrifice it. And there you go. They're going to be going down. Bolus Warriors are going to now be able to target the 5 Hussars coming out from Julian. And the bowmen just raining down upon the musketeers here. You know, Gimmick absolutely has his composition locked down. And he's got 2 cards backed up. And he's not sending anything. Quick, get the Chimu support in. Get the, is that Kahamaka or Kajamaka support? Don't know how you say it, but he is going to be able to queue the other support card in as well, which is going to be really nice. Do not mess with Harakas, ladies and gents. They are deadly. You want to be very, very careful. You want to get them gone before you get your Falconets in, because even if you have 2 or 3 Harakas, they can easily start dispatching any kind of artillery. So now Julian in kind of a poor position here. He's got his he's got a mill down, and he is starting to sort of go onto the water here. It's his only choice really, and he is going to be getting another 9 musketeers going to be coming out of the home city here. 70 Vils for Julian. Gimmick on 53, but remember, Gimmick does have a lot of Kanchas. Does he have? He hasn't built that extra one yet. That's really triggering. He has gone for Chincha Brewing. I don't know when he actually went for the Chincha. Probably went for it in transition, because he definitely went 700 coin before getting, or maybe he went Chincha first. I'm not too sure. But anyway, you can see the map control here. Really pushing out here. Squeezing Julian here. He's putting as many walls as he can up. Now he's going to be working on the market here. And this upgrade here, this support upgrade, basically gives an extra multiplier, an extra 1 multiplier to heavy infantry. So these bowmen are going to be absolutely nuts now. We can see here that currently for heavy infantry, it is 1.75. That's going to bump up to 2.75, which is going to be nutty. So they're going to be doing some serious DPS to the musketeers here. And Julian here has put another mill down. It's Mill City for him right now. He is struggling a little bit. Score's not too bad, though. And Veal count's not too bad. He is going on water. He's not getting challenged on water. So I think Gimmick just needs to make the decision to get stuck in here and do something. You can see now just the mass here. Gimmick's mass is going to be slowly converging. And look at these Harakas, man. Two-shotting. Goodbye. Two-shotting the gate there. Water can be a saving grace indeed. Look at the range of the longbowmen there. They're able to try and pick off these Harakas if they can. Harakas do have 35% range resistance. More range resistance than the longbow. So you can see he's going to be getting stuck in. Hussars are going to be going in. Needs to drag box here probably a little bit so he can pull the Chimus forward. That's what he needs to do. The Chimus need to tank the Hussars. And then the Jungle Bowman can actually just DPS the Hussars pretty well. He does have some Bolus Warriors here, though. They can definitely do some damage. But, yeah, I think he's just going for more Chimus. Like, trust me, guys. Chimus are your friend. Yes, they had a slight nerf, but still, Chimus are very, very good. And you can see here, Hussars are going to try and do what they can. Musketeers are just going to go straight into melee here. But the Harakas are just working on the buildings. The Jungle Bowmen are going to easily be able to take out the Musketeers. Hussars are just going to be going down here pretty swiftly. The Bowmen, I think they have the career upgrade. No, they don't. But they're just still doing some decent damage to the Hussars. And that is all of Julian's mass. Sorry, you are too talented. GG, well played there for Julian. So I can confirm that Julian was not being sarcastic with that. He actually was being genuine, but I think Gimmick may have taken it initially, took it the wrong way when I was actually watching the stream. But luckily we got a hold of the replay. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from this as well. I am just going to go to here and have a quick look at the economy. So Gimmick doing a good job overall there. Let's have a quick look at the resources gathered. Look how close it was, but you know, it's the extra cancer could have actually made a little bit more difference. But I hope you guys really enjoyed that, and I hope you learned something from it as well, and also learned the power of the Harakas now because of their buff and their range buff. And yeah, just keep them away. If you see Harakas, get your artillery out of there. Like, there is no way you're gonna be able to try, and even if you go into a battle and there's Harakas, they have such range that they can just snipe the Falcons. So and he took many Falcons with him. So there we go.